price of freedom is death. We're coming to get our check.
First, my brothers and my sisters, welcome to the Afro Elite YouTube channel. I am your host, Afro Elite. Before we get started, please make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and leave this video a like, okay? Share this video on your social media platforms. All of that helps the reach and the growth of the channel. Everything you guys do is helping us get to that 10K mark. Okay, we're on our way there. We're getting there really, really fast. So I appreciate every single last one of you guys. We got a number of people in here already. Shout out to Rachel is in here. Our sister Rachel. I see you, sister. Jean Harvey is in here. Our good brother Torian Rain is in here. Hurricane IQ, Nikki the God, 25 Kid, Q2 Wise. I see you all. B1 Bruce. I see you. B1 to every single last one of you guys. Okay. Appreciate you guys for being in here. Now, got a lot to talk about, got a lot to cover. Okay, so we're not gonna take too long. Isaac, Iron Will, I was waiting on you. Percy Earl is in the building. Percy Earl is in the building. That's good. Okay, all right. Now, we're gonna do a little bit of jumping back and forth. We're gonna have a little bit of fun tonight. We're gonna do a little bit of jumping back and forth. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you what the problem is, instead of building up to what we're going to be talking about, the main thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you like the problem right there, like immediately, bam, you got the problem. And then we're going to go back and then we're going to find out, how did we get here? Miriam, I see you, Miriam. How you doing? What is the problem? What is this? Okay. So I'm gonna pull this up. Shout out to our brother Sage. Shout out to our brother Sage for this tweet right here. Okay. Now, before I play it, I'm just gonna read the tweet. It says, "This is 100%, or this emoji, the 100% on you. Hashtag Eric Adams, Mayor Eric, Mayor NCY Mayor, which is Eric Adams. You could have stopped this months ago. You decided to have compassion for this illegal immigrants." I'm sure he meant these, but you know how Twitter be. "We as a collective have told you to send them back home, and he should have done that months ago. You decided to be the, quote, Biden of New York and accept them. This is 100% on you, now send them back." Now, what is our brother Sage? Well, our good brother Sage, shout out to him. What is he talking about? Let's find out. And then after we find out what he's talking about, we're gonna go back and find out how we got here. Find out how did Eric wind up in this predicament.
Support. And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian speaking coming through Mexico. Now we're getting Western Africa. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City. And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem. Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We got a $12 billion deficit that we're going to have to cut. Every service in this city is going to be impacted. All of us. And so I say to you, as I turn it over to you, this is some of the most educated, some of the most knowledgeable, probably more of my commissioners and deputy commissioners and chiefs live in this community. So as you asked me a question about migrants, tell me what role you played. How many of you organized to stop what they're doing to us? How many of you were part of the movement to say, we're seeing what this mayor is trying to do, and they're destroying New York City? It's going to come to your neighborhoods. All of us are going to be impacted by this. I said it last year when we had 15,000. I'm telling you now, with 110,000, the city we knew, we're about to lose. And we're all in this together, all of us. Staten Island saying, send them out to Manhattan. Manhattan is saying, send them out to Queens. Queens is saying, send them out to Brooklyn. No, it's not the game we can play. Open the floor up.
Damn. Like literally damn. 10,000 a month. There is no way in the world you can vet 10,000. I don't believe it. I don't believe if they put double the resources ICE already has, whatever ICE has, if they double those resources, I don't believe that you can vet 10,000 people a month from a brand new country and then send them. You can't efficiently do that every single month. New York is over 100,000 illegal immigrants within the course of a year. So much so that the mayors are like, okay, we're going to have to cut pretty much everything in every avenue because I don't see like he said, I don't see an end to this. So how do we get here? Now, let me show you something. It's very interesting that we're in this predicament because not even a year ago, this was Eric Adams. Eric Adams, this was in February, y'all. This was February this year. Eric Adams was quote unquote sleeping outside with the migrants, like outside a hotel or shelter or whatever he wanted to call it or whatever that was. He was sleeping outside with them. So damn, this is kind of like what happened. He loved them. Now he's all like, hey, we doomed. The city is destroyed. We don't have nowhere to go. So damn, okay. So we're going to circle things back. We're going to circle things back and find out exactly how we got to that predicament. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So the first thing I want to do is, of course, he said he was the quote unquote Biden of Brooklyn. He called himself, and this was last year, he said he was the Biden of Brooklyn. So clearly he is a very, very big fan of Joe Biden, but I don't think he is anymore. Oh, need to scroll all the way up. NYC, New York City mayor, hasn't spoken to Biden since 2022 amid migrant crisis. Damn. That means Biden ain't picking up the phone for Eric Adams anymore. Y'all, is it just me? Is it just, before we even read into this, is it just me or is this like a really bad habit for Joe Biden? This seems like Joe Biden seemed like he do this with black people all the time, doesn't he? He's like, hey man, vote for me. I got your back. Remember the Congressional Black Caucus? Remember Al Sharpton and them? They was like, Biden, we got to get Trump out. We got to get Trump out. We got to get Trump out. Then the second Joe Biden in there, Joe Biden don't want to pick up the phone no more. Damn. Okay. He ain't spoke to him all year. Wow. Oh, wow. I know that hurt his feelings. Let's look into this a little bit. We're going to look into this just a tad bit, right? It says, Mayor Eric Adams said late Wednesday he has not talked with President Joe Biden in 2023. Damn. A striking admission for someone who was once on the list of the president's top surrogates. Really? He convinced himself that. Okay. And who is seeking federal help for a city. Oh, thanks for the super chat. I'm going to get to that. And who is seeking federal help for a city's migrant crisis. Adams told CNN that he and the president have not conversed since Biden was in New York last year, but added that his team has been talking with the White House and other administration officials about the flow of migrants to New York City shelters. He said he still supports the president's reelection. You just don't learn. You just don't learn. Y'all just don't. Tell me why Biden seemed like he just came through and just been pimping all of these black politicians left and right. They was like, Biden gonna save the day. Biden's my daddy. I love Biden. Biden ain't picked up the phone. Biden ain't returned a text. Y'all like, I still love him. No, he just busy. Okay, all right. Eric, you still support his campaign. Okay, he ain't called you back in a year. All right, okay. Damn. He says, quote, I believe he's moving the country in the right direction. Not the city. He ain't he moving a lot of people in the direction. He ain't moving the country in the right direction. He's moving the migrants in your direction. I believe he's moving the country in the right direction, and we need to continue to move in the right direction, Adams said. And I can separate what I believe is an issue that we disagree on. The two and sorry, hold on. The two intently seem to hit it off when still the Democratic nominee Adams visited the White House and referred to himself as, quote, let me zoom in right here, Biden of Brooklyn. He is the Biden of Brooklyn. Remember, guys? This is the Biden of Brooklyn. Don't ever forget he said he was the Biden of Brooklyn, y'all. Don't let him live that down. We won't let him live that down. Okay, so he's the Biden of Brooklyn. In 2022, the year Adams officially became mayor, Biden visited New York several times, including appearance with Adams about fighting crime and seizing guns. Ahead of visiting, Adams mused, quote, I'm sure if you were to ask him what his oh, poor Adam. I'm sure if you were to ask him what his favorite mayor, he would clearly tell you it's Eric. Y'all. Adam think he's the one. Adam really do think he's somebody special to Joe Biden. I'm telling you, him not getting a call back from Joe Biden is breaking his heart. You're like, man, you ask Joe Biden. I'm his favorite. I already know it. Just ask him. He gonna say it's Eric. He's not even gonna refer to me by my last name. He gonna say it's Eric, my first name, because that's my dude. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Eric. He ain't text you back, man. What'd you do? You ran him off or something. What happened, Eric? Okay. In March of this year, Adams was listed among 20 Democrats who would sit on the National Advisory Board and serve as key validators for the president's bid for the second term. However, a month later, the mayor's frustrations with asylum seeker situations boiled over. In April, why is it okay? I don't know why I was jumping around. At an April press conference, he said the White House has failed the city, a statement that kicked off weeks of pointed criticism of the president from Adams on an issue that will be top of mind for voters during Biden's re-election campaign. In May, this was in April. This was in April, y'all. Now, mind you, that in April, he's saying the White House is fair. This was him in February. This was him 2 months before. This man was cozy. He thought Biden was his best friend. This man is sleeping outside. This man was, you couldn't tell Eric Adams nothing. Couldn't tell him nothing about Joe Biden. And this man was, if he allegedly slept outside, and there's no proof of that, but at least he claims to have slept outside. But let's say he did for the sake of this argument. Couldn't tell him nothing. It only took a couple months. And now he's saying, hey, the White House has failed the city. Damn. He messing up Biden's re-election campaign. Woo. In May, when the Biden campaign released a list of 50 surrogates for Biden, the outspoken New York City mayor was not among them. Damn. Man, ain't no honor among thieves, Eric. See, all that ass kissing you was doing, I'm the Biden of Brooklyn, all that ass kiss. Let me tell you something. Let me pause this real quick. This is why a lot of these black politicians be doing that stuff. They think that the way to get in another re-election or the way to get higher office, if Eric is all like, you know what, I could kind of be the president one day if I play my, they all think this, all of them, they all think if I just play my cards right, I can get that spot if I play my cards right, and it never works. He thought, oh, I love you, Biden. I love you, man. You my anything you need, I got you. Anything, just say it. I'ma sleep outside. You don't even gotta ask. I'll do it. I just do it. I'll sleep outside, and he slept outside, right? Nope, allegedly, but okay, he slept outside. Biden's like, and you know, Biden like to call black people boy. So Biden's like, that's my boy. You good boy over there, boy. Biden was, you know, he just be calling black men boy. Okay, so because he still got that racist chip in his brain, so he was like, okay, boy, thanks, boy. So Eric he's cozy and he got a little teddy bear and all that stuff. He's sleeping, got his little cap on, you know what I'm saying? Or if he was sleeping, but okay. And then when Biden wrote the list out, when Biden wrote the list down, Eric's name was not on there. Ooh. Let's continue. Oh, Eric must be heartbroken. Eric must be heartbroken. Listen, anytime you need somebody, I'm gonna say this. Anytime before we continue, anytime you need somebody to be petty, Torian is somewhere close. Torian Rain is somewhere close. When you need somebody to be petty, he's close. He said, Alexa, play Anytime You Need a Friend by Mariah Carey. Anytime, I'm telling you, anytime you need somebody to be petty, Torian is right there. Just give him a call. Okay, but let's continue. Man, that relationship turned bad. And it's 50. Damn, Biden, he couldn't make it in the list of 50. You chose 50 people above him. Ugh. Oof. Damn. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay. The fraying of the relationship between the two comes as the city is taking an even overgrowing role in the migrant crisis. On Wednesday, Adams said his administration could spend up to 12 billion with a B, 12 billion providing services to arriving asylum seekers, and again pleaded for assistance from the federal government, albeit in terms less hostile to the White House. So far, the mayor's entreats to Biden for work authorization, because this is the thing. They're all like, okay, these people, and this is why they want a lot of the mayors and stuff like that is asking them to do work and stuff, because these people are just like sitting there soaking up money and they're not producing anything. It's just money after money after money after money after money, and they're not producing any. It's like pouring water in a hole. It's like a bucket, but the bucket got a bunch of holes in it. The water's not gonna fill up. You're just wasting water. So it's like, hey, if we can get them something to do, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it would be less holes or something. Woo. Yeah, but Biden's like, nope, no, boy. And let me see. So it's just work administration's funding and a more coherent resettlement strategy at the border have gone largely unanswered. Though the president dispatched Tom Perez, the director of White House intergovernmental affairs, to meet with Adams, he said, Adams, I'm too busy. Tom, you can talk to Tom, you know what I'm saying? I got stuff to do. Adam. Sorry. Tom is free. Holla at Tom. You talk to y'all. How many of y'all have seen that movie American Gangster? Y'all remember that scene? I'm gonna go back. Y'all remember that scene in American Gangster when Denzel Washington when he was snapping off. He's all like, nobody talk to me directly. You talk to, he said, y'all talk to Huey, you talk to me. Nobody talk to me directly. That's kind of like Joe Biden is acting like a pimp. That's how Joe Biden, he was like, Eric, no, don't talk to me directly, Eric. You got a question for me? Ask Tom. Tom asked me. That's how it is. Okay. Eric thought he was special. He thought he was special. Lord. Okay. Damn. You got to talk to Tom. Ain't nobody even know who Tom is. Damn, Eric. You're the mayor of the biggest city in America, and you got to talk to Tom. Whoever that is. Wow. Okay. Anyway, it says, to meet with Adams on Thursday morning about the issue, according to the New York Post. So, it's made him pretty upset. Made him pretty upset, man. Damn, Eric. If you wasn't such a damn sucking, boot-licking coon, I'd feel a little bad for you. So, all of that, Biden not talking to him, I'm telling you. Biden treat, y'all know, and this is something we can all relate to. I'm sure there's over almost 200 people in the chat room right now. We ain't even been live 30 minutes. This is something I can almost guarantee you we can all relate to. Okay, y'all know when we give somebody some money, somebody like, hey man, I just really need the help right now. Now, when they need money, just like when Biden needs votes, you call them, they pick up on the first ring. You call them and they pick up on the first ring. You text them, they text them back real fast, right? That's how people get when they need something from you. And then the second you give them money or something like that, like, just give me, I'll give you 20. You give me back next week. Give me back next week. It's cool. And then next week roll around, you ain't heard nothing from them. Okay. You're like, okay. A couple days after, nothing. So you start texting them like hey, I ain't heard from you. What's good? You don't even want to mention the money. You just want to be like, hey man, what's up? Like, what's going on with you? Read, or he don't even read the text. He just unseen. We just let me just call you. Call, go to voicemail. And Biden be doing this all the time. I don't know how people don't know this about Biden. Biden be doing this all the time. He be like, Biden would like, what the hell? Biden be leaving people with the bag. He be leaving everybody. He owes something from everybody. And almost every person in this chat can relate to it. Now, when they need something from you, contact is super easy. I'm telling you, it is never hard to contact somebody when they need you to do something for them. Now, when you need them to return the favor, all of a sudden, they too busy to pick up the phone. They don't know how their phone work. Their phone is dead. Their phone ain't charged. They don't know what to do. They ain't got it like that. They said they would have it next week. It's been 2 months. They ain't got the $20. You don't know what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? You calling. You call, they say, I can't. They text me. You text 6 hours later, 12 hours later. You'd be like, damn, this communication wasn't so bad when you asked me for the money. Joe Biden's communication wasn't that bad when he was asking for the votes. When he was saying, hey, I need y'all to support me. I need y'all to do this, do that. We got you, Biden. We got you. You gonna get us, right? Yeah, sure. He had his hands behind his back. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. Okay. And then now Biden is sitting up there. He got his phone on silent. His phone is on silent, and he ain't turning on the phone for nobody. It shouldn't have took Eric Adams this long. I'm gonna be honest. It shouldn't have took him this long. Eric, he was all like, because he wanted to be the Biden of Brooklyn. He wanted to be the black Joe Biden. So Eric was like, yeah, man, screw the Republicans and Greg Abbott. Send them over here. Man. I'll take care of them. 1,000. Fine. 2,000. Fine. Bring them. I accept the challenge. 5,000. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's damn sure a challenge now. 10,000. Okay. Damn. 11,000. And after that, Eric's like, let me text Joe. After the 11,000, he was like, Joe, I need to holler. I need to holler at you. He was like, yeah, Joe gonna hit me back. I'm Eric Adams. I'm his favorite mayor. 12,000. You know how when you text people back, y'all know how when you text people and you need that text back and they ain't texting you back, and you be going through your phone, you be checking. Y'all know, come on, we all know it. We all know it. You be going through your phone, you be all like, he ain't. I just want to make sure I didn't miss a text. Like, hold on, this my notification. You go to your settings, you check your notifications. Eric Adams is checking his notifications. Like, I know my phone would have beeped. Let me just go to the message. You know sometimes when you really want that, when you desperate, come on now. When you desperate for that text back, you go to the text. He was like, did it send? Is my signal on? Let me make sure. I might have been on Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi kind of weak around here. You said like, no, it's sent. It sent 7 hours ago. Okay. Maybe the satellites is doing something weird. So you just check it, and then when they don't text back in a little bit, you get Eric put him in stalker mode. Biden put Eric in stalker mode. Then Eric going on Biden's social media. You know how when people not texting you back, then you start going like, I know if you tweet something and you ain't text me back, it's about to be a problem. So he going through his phone, he's like, oh damn. What I see here on Instagram, Biden. Okay, I can't get a text back, but you're posting on this. He feels some type of way. Eric Adams, listen, and I'm petty for saying this. But why did Joe Biden make Eric Adams feel like a bitter baby mama? I shouldn't have said it, but I did because it had to be said. Eric Adams he feel like a baby mama. He all like, damn, like that. I thought you said you liked me. What the hell? He texting, double texting, triple texting. Like, hey, stranger. I ain't talked to you in a while, just checking. And he just being hold. Then he called Joe. Hey, it's Eric again. When you get this message, if you can hit me back, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk to you about something kind of important. We kind of going through a little something. Just, whenever you get a chance, just hit me back. Okay. No text back. Okay. Then he start calling after business hours. That's when Joe Biden get mad. He pick up the phone. He was like, and Biden was like, hey, Eric, I told you not to call me after 6:00. I told you. And Eric's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, I ain't heard. He sounds like a bitter baby mama. He's like, I ain't heard from you in a while. You know what I'm saying? You ain't texting me back. Maybe you lost my number or something. I just want to check on you. Hello? No, must have dropped the signal. Let me call him back. Blocked. He just getting hold. He just feeling like I can't feel bad for him because he's such a coon and this is what he gets, but damn. Oh my God. So he wound up because the position he put himself in that position. Now he ain't getting no texts, no calls, no nothing. He's showing, I can't even stop myself from laughing. He's showing up. You know how he's like, I'm Eric. He's not even saying I'm Adams. I'm Eric. I just get, you know how when you can show up someplace and you get to just walk in the back like, yeah, I got it like that. I'm cool. I got it like that. So he get up. He try to walk through the back and they ain't buzzing the door open for him. He try to push it open. He's like, can you open the door? And then the receptionist like, do you have an appointment, sir? He was like, oh no, I'm Eric Adams. I'm the mayor of DC. So I just want to talk to Joe Biden. Looks here, sir, that you don't have an appointment, sir. Yeah, no, but tell him I'm Eric. Eric is here to see him. Sir, Joe Biden is busy signing checks for Ukraine right now. He can't see anybody. You're gonna need an appointment. He feels hold. This man, why Joe Biden do this to him like this? Had him sleeping outside. in the code. Now he can't even get a text back. He can't get nothing. Whew. And he ain't even on the list of 50 surrogates anymore. Oh. So Eric, because of the decisions he made, he wound up having to put himself in this position. Should be playing.
Major budget cuts could be coming to every New York City agency. Mayor Adams is requesting 5% cuts across the board in response to the asylum seeker crisis.
For the better part of a year now, I have been clear that these costs will impact every city service. The simple truth is that longtime New Yorkers and asylum seekers will feel these potential cuts, and they will hurt.
The mayor claims the cuts are in direct response to what he calls inaction from both federal and state lawmakers. The city says it has spent nearly $1.5 billion handling the migrant crisis since last spring.
Damn. So because of that, that's why he made that post. Now, I want to show you the video again so you have a reminder, and then look at how Eric is being attacked because of this. Let me show you the video one more time and get exactly what he's saying. Now, he's not saying
support. And let me tell you something.
He's not saying that New York is doomed because of the migrants. He's saying that New York is doomed because they're coming over and there's no support for anybody from the federal government. So because there's no support, he's going to have to make a whole bunch of cuts. So everybody is going to suffer because he's not getting supported.
Yorkers, never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian speaking coming through Mexico. Now we're getting Western Africa. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City. And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem. Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We had a $12 billion deficit that we're going to have to cut. Every service in this city is going to be impacted. All of us.
And now that's that. Now while he's sitting up there complaining, that was Eric's decision. That was Eric's decision. Eric could have been sent them back months ago. He could, because they've been packed for a while. And Eric was like, okay, keep coming. And they didn't stop sending them. Now, what's worse than this is not only is New York in a bad thing, but guess who? Lori Lightfoot 2.0, I mean Brandon Johnson, has made some comments about Eric Adams in his statements. Okay. He said, it says, Chicago mayor slams Eric Adams over migration remarks. Before, in no defense to Eric Adams, but Brandon, you should be the last one with any sort of criticism for any mayor. I don't know what made you think you had the right to, and I'm not sitting up there caping for Eric at all, but what made you think you had the right to criticize him over a migration issue? I don't know why you thought you was doing that. You trying to compete neck and neck damn near. He just had a head start. Okay, all right. It says, Chicago's mayor, Brandon Johnson, why does it keep jumping like this? Has attacked his New York counterpart, Eric Adams, for the latter's aggressive comments that large number of migrants arriving from the U.S.-Mexican border will destroy his city. That is not Now, I played it for you twice. That's not what Eric said. Eric did not say the migrants will destroy the city. He said the fact that there are so many and they're not being financially supported and they can't do anything to make up with the finances, that's going to destroy the city. But look at, I mean, there's no honor among thieves. So, of course, Brandon Johnson is going to want to kick somebody while they're damn down. So look at him trying to get his little kicks in, talking about, oh, this is crazy, right? This is the two Democrats took sharply contrast stances earlier this week on their handling of humanitarian don't like that word, crisis, aggravated since the far right, and I don't like the fact that they're saying far right Governor Greg Abbott, and I don't like Greg Abbott. But what I don't like is the fact that they're making it seem like Greg Abbott is forcing their hand. They're openly accepting them. They're literally openly accepting them. They could tell Greg Abbott no. They could send the buses back. They're not even trying to send. It keep jumping like this because ads keep popping up. They're not even trying to send the buses back. So I'm not trying to hear them blame, and I'm not caping for Greg Abbott, but I'm not trying to hear them say, oh, the far right Governor Greg Abbott. No, it's the Democratic president, Joe Biden, allowing them to come over here. And how we know he's allowing them to come over here is because when he don't want folks over here, it looks like this. It looks just like this. When Joe Biden doesn't want people in the country, this is what the immigration border looks like when he don't want them over here. So this is Joe Biden's fault. The Guardian is kind of like left leaning, so the Guardian is going to try to put a spin on it. Oh, it's the far right governor. No, it's all of y'all. All of y'all are doing all of this, okay? But let's continue. And it says Texas Governor Greg Abbott has been unrelenting. Y'all know this. Literally, sorry, my tongue is twisted. Busing migrants to the Democratic-led cities over the last year. Johnson's remarks came as it was also revealed that he plans to erect heated tents, which is a terrible idea. Heated tents to sleep thousands of people over the harsh Midwest winter that are housed temporarily in Chicago police stations while the asylum applications are processed, which means they are not asylum seekers. If their application is still being processed, they are not asylum seekers. That's not what it is. Okay? They can't be citizens if their citizenship is still being processed. What do you mean? So y'all keep calling these people asylum seekers, and they're not asylum seekers. By what y'all just said. Y'all just confessed. But anyway, then here goes Eric. Then here goes what's his name? Johnson. Here goes Johnson. Quote, I'm not going to accept the notion that the city of Chicago is going to be destroyed. This is not a challenge that will overwhelm us. Well, actually, Johnson, this challenge that you have forced onto the people of Chicago, specifically the black folks in Chicago, Black Chicago, is really doing a big number. Okay, he told the Chicago Sun-Times in an interview. Johnson's elected mayor in April, in something of a surprise win for progressives, pushed back on Thursday against Adams' remarks that had sparked outrage from advocates the day before. Damn, you know, Eric has been doing every single thing he could possibly think of to do. He's been doing everything he could think of to do. The second he slip up and say something out of turn, they man kicking this man. Oh, how dare you? How dare you? Which means, Eric, this your Negro wake-up call, because this means they've been looking for a reason. And you slipped up and you gave it to them. You slip up and gave it to them. They've been looking for a reason to have an issue with you. Oh, your higher office chances are gone. I just want you to know that. I hope you hear this video. Your higher office chances, they're gone. They're over with. Then he says, the New York mayor won praise from Republicans as he seemed to blame the Biden administration as much as Abbott and other Republican governors who have sent asylum seekers. Y'all just said they weren't asylum seekers north, when he said, quote, "Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see the ending to. I don't see the ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. The city Lord, I'm about to end this. The city we knew we're about to lose." Now, what's interesting about that is, to be totally honest, they're taking Eric Adams' words out of context. Because Eric was not saying he don't want them there. Eric is just saying, hey, we don't have no more money. We're at a $12 billion deficit, and it's only getting worse. And y'all keep sending them over here. What do y'all expect us to do? We could take them if y'all would help, and y'all not helping. But they taking Eric's words out of context, and they kicking this man. They kicking him. Johnson is kicking him for brownie points because, to be honest, Eric's been kind of going after Johnson for a little bit. But not Eric. Eric has been going after Biden for a little bit. So now everybody's like, okay, now we get to beat up on Adams. We can beat up on Adams to make us look good for Joe Biden. That's what they need to. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they think they're doing. But I submit that Johnson specifically probably needs to be a little bit more worried about this right here. I think Johnson needs to be more worried about this right here. If you guys saw this.
Tonight, a 21-year-old migrant faces charges for a scuffle with a police officer, apparently over access to public restrooms here at the 8th District Police Station. Video posted to the Nextdoor app shows officers taking a woman into custody yesterday afternoon in front of her own young child. Dorelius Coy is now charged with 3 felony counts of resisting arrest. She was also cited for obstruction of traffic. Chicago police say she tried to block cars in the street, claiming her fellow asylum seekers were directed to porta potties and not allowed to use the station's facilities. During a hearing
Hold on, what? Hold on, y'all. Y'all hear that? This illegal immigrant, this illegal alien is in Chicago, that have the nerve and audacity to have a protest because they want to use the police bathroom. They feel like they have the right to use the police bathroom. So she's having a protest and fighting the cops. She is fighting the cops, obstructing traffic and everything. Johnson, I think you got more problems to worry about. I think you should leave Eric alone. Because when you're in a bad position, you don't want nobody kicking you while you down, because it looks to me that your re-election chances are 6 feet under the ground right now, Brandon Johnson.
Today, she was released on her own recognizance.
Now I made a video not too long ago. They keep letting these illegals off on reconnaissance bonds. And that means the judge is pretty much just letting them go and saying, okay, as long as you show up to your hearing, you're straight. They're just letting them go. They don't even do that to black citizens in this country. They're not even holding them in jail until their hearing. They're just letting them go.
In order to stay away from the 8th District, she's due back in court on Friday.
Y'all, this is the mentality of the people flooding over here. This is the mentality of the people coming over here. All right. Now, let me get and that's a good one. As a customer, I can't use the employee bathroom at a bank or Big Lots. You can't. They have a bathroom. It's not public. Or a gas station. Some gas stations have public bathrooms, some don't. If they say no, and all gas stations have bathrooms. They all do. but it's just not for the public. Some have them from the public, some don't. If they say, oh, our bathroom is not, it's off limits, you don't have the right as a citizen, as a paying customer, not just a citizen, as a paying customer, or as somebody who has an account with that bank, to go use their bathroom. They feel like they have the right to protest, to use their bathroom. These people feel very entitled. Very, very entitled. This is what Johnson is going through. This is what Johnson is going through. So I think Johnson needs to keep himself shut. Oh, shout out to the super chats we've had so far. We've had Jay the Informant. He sent a super sticker, and then he sent 2 super stickers. 19 cents super, 99 cent super sticker, and then $1.99 super sticker. Appreciate you, Jay. Thank you very much, brother. But get worse, y'all. Does. Because not only did Brandon Johnson decide to kick Eric Adams while he was down, while he's facing it, he's going through it. And here comes Brandon Johnson, the fellow black mayor, kicking another black mayor down. You had none other than AOC. AOC said something about Eric Adams. Man, damn, Eric, listen. Eric thought he was Joe Biden's best friend. He thought he was Joe Biden's favorite mayor. He thought he was a surrogate for the presidency. He thought all of this. This man, not only he went from I'm doing this because this is my bro. He had bromance with Joe Biden. Man, this man not only went from that, this man went from not getting text back, not getting call back. He hasn't even had a conversation all year with the president. He's reaching out to the president. The president sent some dude named Tom. He said, talk to Tom. I'm busy. I'm busy right now. You can holler at Tom though. Not only did Brandon Johnson kick him, but AOC, you already know. Let's look into this. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is among those criticizing New York City Democratic Mayor Eric Adams for comments he made this week, demonizing asylum seekers and other migrants. Demonizing? Did we play a different clip? Did he demonize the asylum seekers? Or did he say, hey, we broke, essentially? He said, hey, we broke and it's getting worse and we all doomed. You know, he didn't say he was sending them back. He didn't say that he was criminals. He didn't demonize anybody. Damn, they treating this man bad. Oh, man. This looks like you're a tool that's getting broken, Eric. That's what it looks like to me, buddy. Whew. It says, the latest conflagration kicked off by Mayor Adams, the former police officer turned politician, began Wednesday night when he charged that the influx of migrants would, quote, destroy New York City. Boy, are they taking, I'm not even going to lie to you. This is what you get, Eric. This is what you get because you want to be a shield for the Democrats. You want to be a shield for Joe. You want to be Joe Biden. You said, I'm the Joe Biden of Brooklyn. Remember, you want to be Joe Biden. And this is what you get now. You make one little slip up and they taking your words out of context and dragging you for it. Oh, your political career is over after this, Eric. Oh, it's over after this. You ain't going to be no governor nowhere. You ain't going to be in Congress nowhere. No, you can kiss the presidency goodbye. If you ever saw that. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's over with for you, Eric. These are your fellow Democrats. Somebody tell Eric. I think you might be recanting. Is it just me? Or do you guys think that Eric Adams needs to reconsider the black and brown coalition. I think Eric Adams needs to reconsider this black and brown coalition because it seems like he ain't got no friends nowhere. But okay. Turn politicians after he said they would destroy New York City as he lamented that he could, quote, not see an ending to this perceived is not perceived. It's an actual crisis. To the perceived crisis, man, whoever doing this is throwing Eric all the way under the bus. Perceived crisis, and said the federal government must do more to help. Defenders of refugee and immigrants and migrant rights, which don't see how they have any, they're not citizens. Migrant rights, however, pushed back after video of the remarks spread on social media. In a Twitter post on Friday, Ocasio-Cortez castrated Adams. Damn, sound like some buck breaking. Castrated Adams while agreeing that the Biden administration should step up to do more. She said the solution to the growing number of migrants do exist, but that alienating people isn't one of them. Alienating people? Nobody alienated. So you literally, so listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna pause it. As a mayor, you, especially a black mayor, especially, you can literally not even state that thousands of illegal migrants, illegal aliens, unvetted, coming into your city, hogging up your resources. You can't eat. He's at a $12 billion deficit, y'all. He can't even admit that that's hurting his city. They're saying, we're going to do this. We're going to pretty much put all this weight on you. It's going to destroy your city. And if you say anything, boy, we're going to drag you for it. You better just take all this pain with a big ass smile on your face. Okay? You understand? Boy, you understand that, boy? That's what Joe Biden's saying. That's what Joe Biden's saying, and that's what AOC is saying too. Okay, let's see. Let's see what she said. Choosing to gut public programs, favor big business, skyrocket rents, and defunding schools to add another $5 billion in militarization, and then blaming immigrants is not leadership. That's not what he's been doing. He's not blaming. Now here's what she's angling. Here's her angle. Her angle is that the immigrants aren't the problem. The immigrants are not the problem, okay? The problem is all these other things. Oh, you're defunding schools. Why would he need to defund schools? He's literally telling you he's pulling the funding away from everything. Favoring big business, skyrocketing rent. Why would he have? She is not even articulating, and this is why you need somebody to really break it down, because let's just look at this part. Skyrocketing rent. Oh Lord. It actually clicked me to her page. Anyway. Skyrocketing rent. Why would the rent be going up? Why would the rent be skyrocketing? What does AOC think is causing the rent to skyrocket? The schools to be defunded? What do you think? What do you think is causing that? She's saying in doing that and then blaming it on the migrants, despite the fact that was not a problem before the migrants showed up. Despite that problem, it is there. They are the reason the problem is there in the first place. And then blaming the migrants is not leadership. They caused the problem. So you can't even point out that they do anything wrong. These people are not even citizens, and yet they're a protected class. Because I'm going to tell you something. And this is one of the reasons why I'm showing all this stuff. I'm gonna get back to it, but this is why I'm showing all this stuff with what's going on in Chicago as far as the migrants. I do it often to keep you guys updated because these people are working to try to make them a protected class. Okay, so notice all these crimes that they're committing. They commit crime after crime after crime, and reconnaissance bond. You don't see them getting deported, and you don't see them getting locked up. You just see bond after bond after bond after bond. They literally got to harm somebody or end somebody's life to be like locked up. Bond after bond after bond. They are a protected class. Okay, I told you I went to take some footage of one of the hotels that they were storing them in. When I pulled up, they said, "Hey, this is private. We're gonna have to ask you to leave." Damn. This is they're making them a protected class. Not only they're making them a protected class because just like the Asians, remember, you can't say nothing about Asians because that's a hate crime. Watch. They're gonna start getting on black people specifically for hate crimes for these illegals. I guarantee you. Mark my words, it's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. You can't even say anything negative about them. She's saying you can't even speak on them. He's Eric, mind you. Eric is not even speaking on the immigrants negatively. Eric is just saying we have a problem. So she's saying if you even dare say that they are a part of the problem, you're bad for that. Eric, man, just getting kicked around the place. It says, thank you very much, Corey Green, for the $10 super chat. Thank you very much, brother. This is y'all on fire tonight. Shout out to the chat. Blacklight Revelation. Shout out to Blacklight Revelation. Shout out to Nikki the guy. Oh, happy everybody. Put one of those I guess cake put a birthday type of emoji in the chat room for Nikki. It's Nikki's birthday was a couple days ago on the 9th. Okay, everybody give Nikki the God a good birthday shout out. Okay, happy birthday, Nikki, and our good brother Torian. All right, so let's get back to it though. Let's get back to it. Now, she says the White House does need to step up. We have solutions. Alienating people isn't one of them. Interesting choice of words, AOC. Alien. Okay. I just think that's an interesting choice of words considering the fact that they are aliens. They literally by definition they are aliens, but oh yeah, I just think that's a interesting choice of words right there. All right, yeah. But okay. Yeah, and when in the video, when did Eric alienate anybody? Did Eric alienate anybody? No, he didn't. That's not what he did. He said we got a problem. And he put the blame on the federal government. But AOC is all it's a protected class for her because those are her people. So she's all like, hey, you better not even speak their name negatively, boy. Damn. There ain't no love for Eric Adams. Ain't no love. Okay. We're gonna continue though. We're gonna continue. Is that okay? That is cake. That's cake. And on here on my computer, it's looking like pancakes. Y'all emojis is I had to look at it a little deeper. Y'all emojis was looking like pancakes. I'm like, why are y'all sending her pancakes? I said cakes, not pancakes, but it's cake. Okay. I'm like, oh man, okay. I thought it was pancakes. Okay. Anyway, it continues to say, quote, a core issue we have is not solely the presence of asylum seekers, continued Ocasio-Cortez. And then she continues to say, they want to work. The New Yorkers want to hire them. Huh? The New Yorkers want to hire them. Says who? There's a whole lot of, and I did a video on this not long ago. And this is why, for the people who are not following it, if this is your first time listening, it's good that you follow and hit that notification, because that way you stay up to date with all of this stuff. Because I give you the small little dots. So when it's time for the big stories, you have all of the dots connected. I talked about this like a month ago, how the unemployment has skyrocketed among actual citizens in New York. So what do you mean the New Yorkers want to hire them? There are actual citizens who deserve to be hired in New York. So what about the actual, especially the FBA citizens, especially them in New York? What are they supposed to do? Why should they be skipped over for these illegal immigrants? Why? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Then it says it's the government that's forcing people to remain on public systems because we won't let them work and support themselves, which is all they want. If that's all y'all want, I promise you, you got so much to do back home. I promise you, if they just go home, they're gonna find a lot of work to do. They got a lot to do home. They can go home and find a job. I promise they will not be bored. All they want to do is work. Oh, there's a lot of work in Mexico to do. Okay, let's continue. While you sitting up there essentially skipping over the FBA citizens in New York who deserve to have these jobs and deserve to have these resources. It continues to say, work authorization and extending, quote, temporary protection status. What I just said it, temporary protection status. Extending it, and eventually it's not even going to be temporary. Extending it eventually is just going to be a permanent protected class. They're extending it, can do a lot here. I'll see y'all super chats. I'm gonna get to them. Now, it says, but she said the divisive rhetoric, really? Divisive rhetoric like that from Mayor Adams puts solutions even further away and only escalates tensions and obstacles. Damn, Eric, she just said you just should have shut up, boy. You just should have shut your mouth. Damn. Quote, this dangerous. Yo, man, Eric, if you wasn't a coon, I would feel sorry for you, man. I would feel sorry for you. Because, boy, they kicking and stomping on your ass. They ain't even letting you get up. You slipped down, and here they was with the boots. And you know how they do in New York, the Timbs. They came in with their Timbs and was stomping. You heartbroken. Your zaddy ain't text you back. Biden ain't text you back. He called you back. You slip up, and now you're getting stomped by your own party. The tragedy. This dangerous rhetoric is something you would expect from fringe politicians on the far right of the political spectrum, not from the mayor of a city that has always welcomed and celebrated its diverse, critically important immigrant community. Really? Man, AOC is trash. And we've talked about her so many times, but Lord have mercy. She says, Ocasio-Cortez, who represents part of Queens in the Bronx, was far from Adams' only critic. This person, Gerline Jayos, I believe, co-founder of executive director of the Haitian Bridge Alliance, which advocates for the rights and dignity of migrants and asylum seekers in the city. Okay, come on now. You talking about the Haitian Bridge Alliance? That's an interesting choice of words. Haitian Bridge. Did you say anything about this though? Wasn't these your fellow Haitians? Did you didn't say anything about this though? but you're advocating for the Hispanics, the white Hispanics. But when you had actual Haitians trying to come over, you didn't say nothing. Okay. So you just black in name only. Okay, I got it. Okay. Said this group is deeply concerned. Deeply concerned. Wow. Okay. Quote, we call upon Mayor Adams to clarify. Man, do you mean to tell me Eric Adams is going to have to do an apology tour? Eric Adams is now going to have to do an apology tour. Damn, that Negro wake-up call hit heavy like a ton of bricks. Damn. Okay, all right. We call upon Eric Adams to clarify and reconsider his statements, and we urge him to engage in a meaningful dialogue with organizers and experts in the field to gain a deeper understanding of the complex issues surrounding migration, said Jovis, I believe, Jovis. That this sounds like, Eric, we want you to come around and sit on a stage as we lecture you and you apologize. This is what that means. Anytime, especially when they do it to a black man, this is what it means to have a meaningful dialogue. That means you sit down and you shut up, and we're going to talk to you, and then you're going to apologize and give us money. That's what that means when they're talking about a black. Notice they don't do that with no white man. You don't see a white man on an apology tour for a damn thing. You be damned to see a white man sitting up there give more than one apology. The white man said he was sorry. It's over. He ain't got to apologize to nobody no other time else. He don't even got to say he's sorry. He just make a tweet. My bad. And that's it. When you a black person, and this is why we stop with all that classism stuff. All that classism, because Eric Adams, he is the mayor of the biggest city in America. And they still treating him like a Negro. This man still got to do the Negro walk of shame for accidentally slipping up and having his words being allowed to being taken out of context. Damn. It says, we further extend an invitation to Mayor Adams and his administration to collaborate, which means give us money. That means give us money to collaborate with us over the organizations to ensure that New York continues to uphold its principles of diversity, equity, and justice for all. That means, Eric, you need to cut the check. Ooh. If Eric wasn't a coon, it would sting me to read this, honestly. But damn, how the tables have turned, Eric. How the tables have turned. You ain't got no friends. Damn, y'all, I just realized that Eric ain't got no friends. Damn, Eric, you can't call nobody. Yo. Damn, I just had to like lean back. Damn. He can't call nobody. Wow. Damn. All right, we ain't done. We ain't done because they ain't done. It says city council member Tiffany, and look at the people tagged. These are these Hispanics over here. This the Black and Brown Coalition for you, Eric. This the Black and Brown Coalition for you. Eric Cuban, I believe, because the A is right there. So the Cuban of Queens joined the course of rebuke by calling Eric's comments nothing by repugnant MAGA garbage. Damn, Eric. All the stuff you've done, and you say one bad thing and they ready to castrate you. Man, you getting burned at the stake, man. Damn. It says a reference to the anti-immigrant ideology of former President Donald Trump and other former President Donald Trump. Where was I? And other leaning Republicans. Further evidence that the mayor's comments were more on the line of the GOP than the Democratic Party, to which he belongs. Several high-profile Republicans, including far-right presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. Damn. I guess he does have a friend. I don't know if that's the friend you want to have. I don't think Vivek is a good friend, to be honest with you. That's not a friend I would want to have, but okay, I guess. At least you got somebody. At least you got somebody. Okay. Okay. Vivek Ramaswamy applauded the remarks. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's see what this Tiffany girl says. Saying that migrants from all over the world arriving here will destroy New York City is repugnant MAGA garbage. $10K a month? ? Well, I'm sure he knows. In 1907, that many came a day, and it made this city. Okay. 10,000 people came a day for how many days? 10,000 people came a day, because literally saying it came a day. It came a day, and when did first off, I don't know how you know that 10,000 people came a day. For how many days? Because they literally, it can only be for 3 days, and that's 3,000. 30,000, I mean. And so what? We're not in 1907. New York was already very, very populated prior to all this immigration. It was very, very populated. Okay. Let's drop this demagoguery and invest in welcoming asylum seekers and getting them to work. So she's saying Eric Adams ain't did enough. Okay. Redmond Haskin, a spokesperson for the Legal Aid Society and Coalition for the Homeless, I guess the homeless except for the actual citizens that are homeless, the homeless told the Gothamist newspaper the comments were, quote, reckless and unproductive fear-mongering by the mayor. This man is getting drugged, y'all. Quote, this dangerous rhetoric is something you would expect from, well, I already read that part, so I'm just going to skip that part. Saying, Sawyer heard Herrick, Sawyer Hackett, whatever, a Democratic strategist and consultant, said Adams, quote, this is not a person any elected Democrat should take massive advice from. Ouch. In her critique, Ocasio-Cortez said no one who continues to ignore the root cause of asylum seekers arriving in the U.S. due to poverty, safety concerns, or political instability in their own countries is missing a key aspect of the issue. Oh, she not knowing anyone. She said anyone. Damn, okay. Oh, wow. Quote, if we want to reduce the number of asylum seekers in general, we have to make U.S. foreign policy part of the conversation. Not really, cause y'all didn't have that conversation with them. Remember, it wasn't no asylum seeker conversation with them. Y'all wasn't talking about U.S. policy. It wasn't no policy with them. It's get their black ass back home. Get their black ass back home. Whip them back home, beat them back home, send them back home in a body bag. Don't care. They can't be here. Okay. But with them, we need to talk about the poverty. As long as they're not black, they got real issues. Okay. We must discuss U.S. policy in Latin America, which often goes ignored by politicians and media alike, despite the fact that it's a major factor. Y'all, AOC. That's AOC for you. That's AOC for you. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Woo. Poor guy. But this is what happens. As in the words of Professor Black Truth, when the white supremacy is done using its tools, white supremacy is going to break its tools. Your time is always gonna come. Eric, did you think you was gonna cozy up? You thought you was gonna play the game? This is what happens when you think you got a better hand than you really do. How many of you guys, I don't know if you guys play any type of card games or anything like that, but that's like people passing out cards, and you pick up your cards and you're like, you know what, this kind of decent. Okay, I got a cool deck. But you don't know the person right beside you, the person playing against you, got a way better. Everybody else in the table has a much better deck. You might got some good cards, but you don't got a good deck. This is what happens. You think you can play your cards right, and you think your deck is better than it is, and it's not. See, when you try to be the Biden of Brooklyn and you showed them that you were willingly a shield, you were going to be used as a black vessel, okay, just an empty body for your masters to stick their hand in and move around like a puppet. You said, I want to mirror, to say you're the Biden of the Bronx. You're saying, I want to mirror Joe Biden. I look up to Joe Biden. Joe Biden, you're like my hero. You're like my father, Joe Biden. That's what he said. So you can't feel bad for him. That's what he said. And Joe Biden, like he does with all of his hoes, I said it, like he does with all of his hoes, you know, he get what he wanted to get from you, and he don't call you back. That's how Joe Biden do it. Joe Biden is really busy signing checks to Ukraine right now, Eric. He don't got time for you and your issue. Joe Biden said, I got to sign checks for Ukraine. I got to sign executive orders for more of them to come over here. You know, trans, they need some checks too. I got to sign them that stuff. Then Asians, they had a bad day. Let me sign them a protective hate crime bill. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. It's just a couple of things I can't do. That's give reparations and help your black ass. I'm sorry. Or return a call. You can talk to Tom. Tom ain't doing shit. You can go holler at Tom. And Tom like, really, Joe? I got to talk to Eric. Really, you gonna do me like that? He was like, man, go talk to him. He won't stop calling me. Just go talk to him. Make him feel like somebody cares. Just go talk to him. And then Tom go up to Eric. Tom's like, what do you want, Eric? He's like, hey, we had a $12 billion deficit. Joe Biden said he was gonna help. He's sending them over here. Like, what the hell? Okay, I'll let him know you said that. And he go back and he was like, he just complained about the migrants again. Just ignore him. Oh, don't worry about it. I will. Eric is getting played. So then Eric starts to feel a little upset. Okay, that's like the he's treating him like, and I hate to say it because it's just so mean, but inside it does make me happy to say it. I'm just gonna be honest. He's treating him like a hoe. Okay, he's treating him like somebody be all like, baby, you know I love you. You know I do. I don't want to take no pictures with you. You know, I don't want nobody to know we talking or anything like that. We don't go outside or nothing. We just kind of kick it out the house. I don't want to be seen with you, but you know what I'm saying? I love you. You're like, really? Really, you do? You do, Joe? Like, yeah, Eric, you know I do. Whatever. I just gotta, I just be busy. You know, and he even being more slick, be like, hey, you look, I've been through a hard time, but listen. You are my favorite baby mama. Out of all of my baby mamas, you my favorite baby mama, Eric. Watch folks start calling him Erica. You're my favorite baby mama, Erica Adams. The heart, you know how in the cartoons, the heart just started doing like this. Really? Like, yeah, you my favorite baby mama. Just let me see your keys real quick. I just gotta borrow your car just to get back from work. That's it. Let me just borrow your car real quick. Okay, here you go. And then a week later, 2 weeks later, you're like, hey, damn. Biden ain't returned the car yet. Like, what's going on? So Eric texting, Eric calling. Biden, Zaddy, you, I don't know what's going on with your phone. Maybe your phone off or something like that, but you said you was coming back and I ain't seen you in some days or something like that. Like, I don't know. Ain't getting a call back or nothing. And then Eric get upset because now you starting to feel played. You get upset. So now you on social media. You know how the bitter baby, you be on social media on Facebook, especially on Facebook. They love to do it on Facebook. On Facebook, being all like, I don't need a man. I can do bad all by myself. I don't need a man. I can do bad all by myself. And then everybody starts seeing it. Instead, you expecting a whole bunch of support. Like, yeah, you go, Erica Adams. You go, Erica Adams. People are like, you are so stupid. How dare you say that? You take this post down. Report. Now, so you getting it from both ends. You getting it from both ends. It's just you can't catch a break. Damn. Eric, hey. Hate to be you, Eric. Damn, okay. All right. Okay, let's get to some of the super chats, though. Let's get some of the super chats. Okay, this is from Keith. Thank you very much, Keith. $5 super chat says, making my rounds this evening to support people I rock with. Thank you very much, Keith. Make sure you drop the PayPal and keep. I do actually. I'm glad you brought that up. I just made it. I think like the other day. It's in the description. I think it might be. Okay, but let me see. Let me actually, because the PayPal is the same as the email, and that's at Afro Elite 10. So my email is in the description. So I just made that. I forgot to even let you know. But okay. Yeah, he said, make sure you drop the PayPal and keep cooking because Adams out here looking goofy. Oh, yeah, Adams is looking goofy. Looking goofy and desperate and sad and mad. Thank you very much to our sister Q2 Wives for the $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, sister. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, the PayPal is the same as the email. So you guys know. I made everything so you guys know. Everything is Afro Elite 10. The PayPal Afro Elite 10. Like if you search it in with the that's at Afro Elite 10 on Gmail to search up with the PayPal, the Zelle, because that people want to do the Zelle thing. The Zelle is Afro Elite 10 10. So that's just Afro Elite 10 at Gmail. The same with the Gmail. And then the Cash App is $ Afro Elite 10. So it's all Afro Elite 10. And that's the email. So it's real easy to remember. It's just like that. It's very easy to remember. But yeah, y'all. It's not looking good for Eric. It's not looking good for him. You might do better, actually, Eric, if to be very honest with you, Eric might do better rolling with the Republicans now, to be honest. If Vivek is applauding him, he might do better that way. Because this party is sticking up for him. But family, y'all make sure you guys follow me on my various social media pages, which is Afro Elite. I was about to say 10, which is at Afro Elite on Instagram and at the Afro Elite on Twitter. And both of the links to that is in the description below, of course, too. All right. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because I do smaller stories. I did a story on the unemployment in New York a little bit ago, and all of that stuff like links up. It's the dots that are connected. So when a big case like this happens, you'll have all that back knowledge to be all like, okay, I remember that story. I remember that story. So I got this information going in to the much bigger story. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. All right. So you guys make sure you guys are subscribed, and we're on our way to 10K. Don't y'all want to be a part of that? It's the 10K family, the Afro Elite family, up to 10K. All right, we heading. Oh, we're definitely gonna make that. We're definitely gonna make that. You said I'm crazy. I am. Yep. Yeah. I ain't gonna deny that. I love the pettiness. Me too. Oh, it's making me feel good. It's making me feel good. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you, brother Afro. Thank you, sister. Thank you. You thanking me, I'm thanking you. You the one who deserves to be thanked. Thank every single person in here. Oh, also another happy belated to our good sister Nikki. Happy belated to Nikki. Brothers and sisters, you guys, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys share, hit that notification bell, and tune in as we have more programs coming up. If you like this, make sure you guys stay tuned because we talk about issues like this all the time. All right. Very thorough from front to back. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button, please. And thank you. And with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, be one salute to every single last one of you all. And of course, you all have a good one.